Be vegan. Make peace. Do good deeds. Heaven Godspeed.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule.
有一些传说说那些莲花是从上面的世界被偷下来的，说本来我们世界没有这种花，也不是很过说啦，过讲啊，因为它那么特别嘛。
The water lily and the lotus, symbols of purity and spirituality. Continue watching to find out more.
You eat well, sleep good, while your own citizens and soldiers have hardly anything in your suffering war, only scraping meagre meals, soaking in trenches, agonizingly missing their families and losing their limbs or their lives for your evil greed. Imagine if it's you.
Radiant viewers, Irakarato means hello, or more precisely, let me touch your heart softly in Ainu, an endangered poetic language spoken by the native Ainu people. I am Tasujiro. When you experience union with God in your meditation, you begin to see the oneness of all sentient beings. The heavenly Ainu people are glad that you are on your way to greater enlightenment under the guidance of a true spiritual master. Welcome to our show, The Water Lily and the Lotus, Symbols of Purity and Spirituality. Our program today is dedicated to two much-loved aquatic flowers, the water lily and the lotus. These beauties are held in high regard both in art and in religion all over the world. The famous French painter Claude Monet dedicated numerous paintings to the water lily. In 1893, Monet bought a plot of land next to his house in Giverny, France, for the purpose of creating a water garden, to which he added exotic lilies for his pleasure. This garden was the subject of his famous painting, The Water Lily Pond, which has captivated the imaginations of art lovers for generations. In fact, Monet created 250 paintings based on the water garden, depicting the beauty of the water lily's diverse colors, elegance, and serene presence. Our beloved Supreme Master Ching Hai Vegan has referred to the lotus in her lectures and praised the high ideal it represents.
有一些传说说那些莲花是从上面的世界被偷下来的，说本来我们世界没有这种花，也不是很过说啦，过讲啊，因为它那么特别嘛，所以我们才看到佛菩萨的画像都是从莲花上面下来的，因为莲花代表很干净啊，很清净的那种境界。
Through daily practice, you will have more and more experiences of the inside, of the inner vision of God, of heaven. Also, you will have more experiences of miracles in daily life, outside, in the world. And then you will feel you live in the world, but you're not in the world anymore, like the lotus that is still in the mud, but never tainted by the muddy water. You will feel very, very free, very pure, very clean.
Supreme Master Ching Hai has also designed the celestial jewelry sets, Pure Lotus and Millennium Lotus, after this unique flower. The exquisite golden lotus dress designed by master in the SM Celestial Clothes fashion line is sublime and out of this world.
The lotus dress. The inspiration of this design came from a lotus pond behind the house where Master resided during a brief stay in Thailand. The sleeves and the lower expansion of the skirt are ingeniously tailored in the shape of a budding lotus, which represents our inner pure nature.
The water lily is a member of the Nymphaceae family, whereas the lotus flower belongs to the Nelumbonaceae family. Despite their different family classifications, it may not be easy to differentiate the flowers, as both are flowering pond plants with similar petal colors. Both flowers are a delight to behold and have been around for at least 130 million years. Their parts are edible, nutritious, and believed to have healing properties. The flowers emit a lovely fragrance that attracts pollinators and grow directly from the plant's horizontal stem or rhizome. The pristine flowers are a stark contrast to the muddy surroundings they have been seen to grow in. Perhaps it is because of this very characteristic that they symbolize purity and spiritual attainment. Let us learn a little bit more about the water lily. This flower has developed into approximately 60 species native to the world's temperate and tropical climates. The water lily's leaves vary in size, with the smallest variety measuring just 0.3 centimeters in diameter to the largest species measuring 2.5 meters in diameter. Water lilies come in a wide range of colors and shades, such as pink, white, purple, red, blue, black, and pastel orange, to name a few, and the flowers are in bloom for 4 days only. They thrive in freshwater rivers, floodplains, and ponds. Currently, the world is home to 3 types of giant water lilies, which are native to South America and are named after Her Majesty Queen Victoria of England: Victoria amazonica, Victoria cruziana, and Victoria boliviana. The last species was discovered in July 2022 by Kew Garden scientists and is the largest of the 3 types of lilies. The sheer size and strength of the gigantic lily pads from South America have inspired architects and scientists to study how to improve the designs of floating structures, offshore wind turbines, and, believe it or not, floating seasteading communities. In 2008, the Belgian architect Vincent Caubot sketched a floating city based on the giant lily leaves anatomy called lily pad, a floating ecopolis for climate refugees.
No to vegan. Join the hellish group.
Serene viewers will now pause for a moment to hear a brief message. We'll return shortly. Please stay tuned to Supreme Master Television. Welcome back to our show. Scientists have also studied lotus flowers. The article Self-Cleaning Materials, Lotus Leaf-Inspired Nanotechnology was published in the August 2008 issue of Scientific American magazine. The article explains how the lotus leaf's ability to stay clean has prompted scientists to develop a series of self-cleaning and antibacterial materials. The researchers observed the lotus flower's ability to keep itself clean as it grows in muddy water and swamps. That's because the lotus leaves are water and dirt repellent due to the impermeable lipids they contain that reduce the plant's contact with water and dirt. The lotus is a tropical perennial plant found in aquatic habitats. Two species of lotus flowers exist, Nilomba nucifera, called the sacred lotus of the Orient, found in tropical and subtropical Asia, and Nulumbo lutea, or the American lotus, located in the east and south of the USA and downward into Colombia. The tropical lotus is native to warm, humid climates, and the American lotus is native to temperate zones. Like the water lily, the lotus flower is a fossil plant that survived the Ice Age. Its leaves can reach 80 centimeters, with the flower's diameter measuring up to 30 centimeters. The leaf stalks can grow to 2.5 meters. An easy way to distinguish a lotus flower from a lily flower is that the latter floats on the water's surface, while the former stands above the water. The lotus has an exceptional ability to regulate the temperature of its flowers, just like humans regulate their body temperature, as this feature helps them to attract pollinators. Its petals come in white, pink, red, yellow, blue, and purple. Like the lily, the lotus releases a scent that attracts beetles, bees, and other insects. A bug lands on a flower and deposits the pollen collected from the male organ of a previous plant onto its female reproductive organ or stigma. Some varieties of lotus are self-pollinating, where the flowers depend on wind or water to spread their pollen. The lotus plant is versatile and resilient and can adapt to many different environments, from muddy ponds to summery riversides. Perhaps the most luxuriant lotus plant is the lotus flower with 1,000 petals. It corresponds with the Sahasrara chakra in Hinduism, which relates to pure consciousness and is located on the top of the human head. India, China, Laos, or Vietnam, and Japan are some of the countries that house this extraordinary flower. The lotus plant is the national flower of Laos or Vietnam and is described in many traditional Vietnamese or Olaxese folk songs and poems. It might have reached the country through Buddhism's influence. The lotus is also India's national flower and a favorite Buddhist symbol, representing virtue, enlightenment, and rebirth. According to ancient Egyptian mythology, the water lotus came out of the sea and gave birth to the sun. The plant grew abundantly by the river Nile. Besides being depicted in paintings and literature, the lotus flower has also been revered through the art of dance. Please enjoy the following performance, Lotus Dance, by the Lingna and Bong Sang Theatre Dance Group at the 2018 International Artists' Day celebration in Laos or Vietnam.
animal farming industries keep animals hidden because if the public saw how egregiously they routinely suffer on farms and in slaughterhouses, people would not buy the products and profits would disappear. Beth Lily Redwood, vegan.
Truthful viewers, thank you for your company today during our show, The Water Lily and the Lotus, Symbols of Purity and Spirituality. Up next is Carol Royal, vegan, a leading lady for animal people rights, part 1 of 2, right after noteworthy news. May the human race soon emerge from the mud of ignorance, like the lotus flower, and thus shine in heaven's glory.
Be vegan, make peace, do good deeds, hell not reach.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule and suprememastertv.com/AJAR.
Nos programmes offrent plusieurs langues. Veuillez visiter suprememastertv.com/schedule et suprememastertv.com/AJAR.
Nuestros programas ofrecen varios idiomas. Visiten suprememastertv.com/schedule y suprememastertv.com/AJAR.
Acara kami menyediakan banyak bahasa. Silakan lihat suprememastertv.com/schedule dan suprememastertv.com/AJAR.